As my aunt said, my name is Traci Fant, and I represent an organization called MAID, and that stands for Moms and Dads for Education to Stop Teen Dating Abuse. And basically, we're a coalition of parents, teachers, and concerned citizens who are advocates for ensuring that every high school and middle school is teaching a curriculum on teen dating abuse. When Kim asked me to speak today, I got a message that she wanted me to speak in, and I said yes before I even knew what she wanted me to talk about. I didn't even know what the subject matter was or anything, but I knew that Kim was my friend, and as a friend, I didn't want to let her down. But then when she told me what it was about, I said, okay, that's my thing. I want to do that. I want to help her out. So then I began to think to myself how I wanted to go about doing it. I knew I wanted to bring my mom and my aunt and my husband. I knew I wanted my kids to be here. I invited my sisters. And I didn't know my niece was coming, but I'm glad she came too. But I still was kind of confused on what I wanted to say. So I sat down and I began to write. And I ripped up a piece of paper and I wrote another note and I ripped that up. And I said, you know what, Traci? This is about you. You don't have to write what's real. So I decided to come to you all with my message about my life and what drove me to make the decision to become a state action leader and to help our youth. I grew up in Detroit, Michigan. My mother, like most of you, was a single mother raising 4 kids. She loved us. We didn't hear the word love around the house a lot, but we knew our mother loved us. I mean, she worked day in and day out, and she just showed us everything that we need to see as growing up as individuals, how to be respectful, how to nurture, how to be loved. I was also surrounded by a lot of women in my family. A lot of my aunts, they nurtured us and they taught us right from wrong. But still, the word love was not in my household. Although we felt love, I never just really heard anybody just throw that word out there to me. So as I got older, I moved here and I began dating. And I started dating this guy, and man, I tell you, he was older than me, and I said, you know what, he is the bomb. And he started throwing that word love out to me, and man, I said, I can't believe that somebody loves me like this. Man, this guy said he'd do anything in the world for me. He said I'm beautiful. He said nobody can tell you anything different. Listen to me, listen to what I'm telling you. I love you. And that love quickly turned into being possessed. He would ask me what time I was going, what time I'd be back, who you talking to. Don't be around your family, just hang around me. I'll show you the way, I'll show you the way. And I followed him, and I believed his words, and I thought about everything he said, and I said, this guy loves me. And then one day, those words turned to abuse. We began fighting and arguing day in and day out. Well, needless to say, I have children myself, so I had to make a conscious decision to protect my own kids. So I decided to leave that relationship, and I really thought I shielded my own kids from that violence. But that's still not what motivated me to be what I am today. See, one day I was in my room asleep, and I heard glass breaking, and I heard yelling and screaming, and I woke up out of my sleep and I looked at my husband because I thought that I was dreaming. And then I heard the glass break again, and I heard more yelling and screaming. And I ran out my bedroom, and it was my son fighting his girlfriend. And I said, hold up, what's going on? And he said, Mama, I love her, and she's getting ready to leave, and she won't tell me where she's going. And I told him, I said, hold up, that's not right, that's not love. I began then to research and look at different material online and find different resources. I found a website called loveisnotabuse.com. And I decided to join MAID, and that's the organization that actually got me to where I am today. They had a lot of useful information for me. I began teaching my son at home the way to have a healthy relationship. I told them that telling somebody they can't do something is not your job. People have their own minds. People have their own hearts. You got to follow your own mind and your own heart. You don't want somebody to tell you what to do. Still, he didn't listen at first. But eventually, he began to see when I started pulling up different pictures of females on the internet who've been killed by their boyfriends, and different guys on the internet who are in prison for the rest of their life for accidentally killing someone. And then he began to get the message. Because like a lot of these young guys nowadays, he thinks he's tough, but he knows that prison will show you what the real deal is. He didn't want to go there. I started teaching my son about statistics, and I also learned a lot myself, because South Carolina ranks number 6 in people being murdered by their spouses. Number 6. Now, we're not even the biggest state in the nation, and we rank number 6 in domestic violence. 1 in 3 teen girls is being beat up right now by their boyfriend. That's unacceptable. Love is not supposed to hurt. Kids learn from people like Chris Brown and Rihanna who glamorize domestic violence, but I'm going to tell you what, abuse is not glamorous. Ain't nothing glamorous about getting beat up. Love is not supposed to hurt. I hope you kids out here today listen to me and listen to my story, because I'm telling you, if you're in a relationship right now and someone is abusing you and treating you bad, you have your mother or your father you can talk to. If you can't talk to them, go to school and talk to a teacher or a counselor. Get in touch with your pastor. Do whatever you can do to get out of that situation. Because, you know, as an adult, now I'm learning what a healthy relationship is. Now, thankfully, I'm married to someone who respects me. But it took me years to find that out. It took me years. You guys, you can start right now. As little people, you can demand respect. Your body's the only thing that you have that's yours, that you can call your own. Like DL said, you can go out and buy a house, you can buy a car, you can buy shoes, you can buy whatever. That's not yours. You don't own that. Anything you got to pay taxes on is not yours. You don't pay taxes on your body. Love yourself to know to get out of a relationship if you're being abused. Find help if you're an abuser. My name is Tracy.